Hey everybody, I'm going to do a quick energy read. This is going to be for collective, so if this reading finds you, it may be meant for you. I already pulled the cards, and this is like a really big energy kind of read with like a lot of major arcana because whoever this is for, okay, it's like you've overcome some kind of really weird situation, a heartbreaking situation, and you have fully moved past it at this point. So let's just get into it. If it doesn't resonate with you, it is not for you, it is for someone else with this and all tarot reads. So the first cards I pulled for the heart of the matter is Temperance and also the Six of Pentacles. So you are very generous. You are very kind. You like to give gifts to people that you care about. You like to help the people around you with the Six of Pentacles. But you are also now becoming more temperate about this. You know not to help everybody. You may have learned some really hard lessons in the past about overextending yourself, or maybe you were the kind of person that, like, if someone was in a bad mood, you would go to them and you would say, like, hey, what's going on? Is there anything I can help you with? You want to go get a coffee? You know, that kindness, um, which is so beautiful and so rare in this world. Okay, that kind of generous spirit, that you are learning to be very balanced with this because not everyone deserves our kindness. And in this reading, especially, there is someone here who I feel is a con artist. I think you have encountered a con artist. I think recently, this is like in the past now. I don't think this person is really around you anymore because you were able to identify them. But it's like you would have given this person, if you were acting in your older energy, your more naive energy, it's like you would have given this person a lot more of your time, your energy, your resources. You would have let them sleep on your couch. You would have let them, come over and you would have cooked them a nice meal. You would have given them job references. But this person literally deserved none of that. And now you have this very balanced mindset where you are only giving when people are giving back to you, right? You're not going to go out of your way to give at someone all these wonderful resources that you have, and energy. Positive energy counts too, like going and giving people your positive energy. You're being a little more careful about that, okay, because you realize like not everyone deserves it. So that temperance is really nice in the middle. You have death as your present, so something has ended. And to clarify it, I pulled the 10 of Swords and also the Magician. So you have gotten past some kind of heartbreak, and you also just went through a very transformative, like this magician energy. It's like you were, I get it that you were dealing with a con artist. I get that you were dealing with someone who was dishonest or disingenuous, and you had to, first of all, realize that this person is not who they seem to be, which is what the 10 of Swords indicates. And it caused a heartbreak. It caused a massive heartbreak that this person is not what they pretend to be, right? So you realized it, and then you had to transform your feelings toward this person because it was like you felt like they could have been a good friend to you, or you wanted to be their friend, or maybe they were a potential like partner, romantic interest, and you felt an attraction toward them. And you had to take that energy, that excitement you felt when you thought that there it was a potential connection, and you had to completely transform it into something else. So you might have like kept busy with different hobbies, you might have gone on vacation, you might have decided to block this person, even though you didn't want to, because like this heartbreak indicates you cared. You cared about someone. You realized in some way that you had to change your mindset about someone. And that's what you did. You had to change your mindset. They were showing you that something was wrong. Maybe they were just taking advantage of your kindness because you have that Six of Pentacles energy. You are very kind. This could also be a kid or, yeah, this could be a family member as well. It could be anyone. But it's for whoever this resonates, it's someone you felt a connection with, and it was heartbreaking to you that you had to change your perspective because you realized, like, this isn't going to be a good connection if I keep giving this person my energy, my resources, my love. It would go in a bad direction. And now we have hit death. You know that this person does not care now. Okay. And it's a hard pill to swallow. It's painful, but you know without a shadow of doubt that this person did not have your best interest at heart. This person was not what they pretended to be. And part of, if you went back now, this is where it gets interesting because for the known desire, it's saying that you want justice reversed and the Three of Swords. So it's like there was a justice. You realize that this person was no good and you let them go with the death card. But in your heart, you wish that this was a situation where they weren't a con artist. You're wishing they weren't a con artist or a cheat or a moocher who just wants to take advantage of you. You are really wishing that this person did not require justice. You are really wishing that justice was not here and that, I don't know, if the justice card is here, which it is, okay, um, it's saying you're wishing justice wasn't here. You're wishing for an injustice, which means like, okay, it's hard to explain this. It's like you're wishing the con artist would like become an upright, good person and everything they pretended to be was real. That's what you're wishing. But unfortunately, that would lead to heartbreak. So what you're wishing for is heartbreak. If you wish for this person to be someone other than who they are, then you are wishing for heartbreak. Your known desire is heartbreak. That's what the cards are saying. The hidden factors, it's the King of Wands reversed. So this is our con artist. This is a charming, charismatic, magnetic, and also ambitious energy. But it's ambitious for all the wrong reasons. It's like ambition for ego. It is ambition and narcissism. It is motivation to trample over people for their betterment. That is this con artist energy. They will say what they think you want to hear to get what they need from you. Okay, this person will take advantage of your generosity. If you give them something and they really don't deserve it and they're not planning on paying you back ever, they're going to smile and say thank you. And that smile and that thank you makes you feel good, right? So that's the double-edged sword of a con artist. It's like, wow, this person really appreciates this gift. And in a way, they do. They do appreciate the things that you've given them. They do, because they know they don't really deserve it, but they also don't care about anybody. This person is too egotistical. This person is too immature. And actually, the King of Wands is just, it's kind of disturbing to me because the King is the highest of the deck. So in some ways, they seem mature. This person seems like they would be mature. They might have a good job. They might have a nice car. They might have a nice house. They might have what seems to be a good, nice looking life. But unfortunately, their character is shit. It is awful. Like their character is empty. There's an emptiness here. This is a fire that destroys rather than a fire that illuminates and attracts and brings warmth and beautiful feelings. This is a fire. This is the King of Wands that will burn down your house and then be like, oh, well, it's your fault because, like, I don't care. Bye. And then they'll leave. So that's what you've been dealing with. And it's really hard to have this kind of person character in your vicinity, but it looks like you realized it because the Queen of Swords came out. Almost like in response to this King of um Wands reversed, it's like the Queen of Swords is here and she's got this big, strong door, like strong boundaries. Queen of Swords is all about the strong boundaries. So at one point or another, you decided you're going to keep a strong boundary from this person. You are not going to let this person come into your life and mess with your emotions at this point. You made a intellectual decision to keep them away. You might have blocked this person. You might have said something to them, like they played around too much in your energy, and you were just like, I'm not even going to respond anymore. Like you might have just stopped responding to them. And that's another thing too. It's like this person needs people to respond. They need you to respond. They need attention for their ego. They think they're the best. They think you should be chasing them. Okay? And maybe that's what they're used to because the King of Wands is attractive, right? It's the King of Fire. But this fire is corrupt. This is a corrupt fire. It's a selfish fire. It doesn't care about others. So you made a very strong boundary here. The Hermit reverse came out, so you are ready to come out of hermit mode. It seems like this was in the past. And you are now, you have reflected on this energy and you are understanding what happened. And now you are ready to move forward. And to back that up, I pulled death again. It is over. Okay. It's like this lesson, this person coming into your life, when you did the Queen of Swords energy, you effectively killed this person's ego. Like you really killed their ego. Like real bad. Like you are like, oh no. And but the thing is too, they probably, being that they are the King of Wands, they probably are just searching for their next victim now. And that's what this indicates. It's like, this is done for you. You effectively killed this person, but unfortunately, that person is still the way they are. And I'm going to clarify it, but like, that's what I believe death is indicating here is that um you you realizing who this person was when maybe they have tricked many people really freaked out the King of Wands and they know not to play with you anymore. So they're probably not going to come back around. They're probably not going to try anything. It is over. They might be scared of you. Queen of Swords, they might be scared of you. And flip-flop the genders, guys. You could be dealing with like a woman who is in King of Wands energy. You could be dealing with a woman who loves attention and she's like, look at me, look at me. And she's like, I can take whatever I want from people. Ha ha ha. Like just flip-flop the gender. The cards are just trying to describe the energy. Queen of Swords protects herself. So if you're a guy, you protected yourself from this energy. You backed away. Okay? That's all that means. Okay? It's more protective. Whereas like the King of Swords might be a little more outward movement. Okay? So whoever it was like they like threw their energy at you. They like threw it at you. And you are such a giving and sweet person with this Six of Pentacles and the Temperance card. You are very giving. So it's like if you had been a little more naive, you might have given them back too much because they threw a lot at you. They might have love bombed you, is what I'm getting. But you took a very temperate approach here. It was like you listened to them, you understood that something about them wasn't really right. And then you were able to move on in some way. You were able to do that block. The Tower came out. So this is the end of some kind of situation. Eight of Pentacles came out. So you are improving your skills. And then the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Happy Family card and the Empress. So in conclusion, there's a few ways we can look at this. This was a shocking end to the person that Yeah, the person that came into your life, they love bombed you or whatever, and you were able to recognize it and like cut them off, which is why we see death twice. Like you cut it off. You cut them off. And they were like, "Oh, oh, that's a tower. That's a tower." And you may have felt this tower energy too because it's not easy for a really giving person to do this. And then also, this motivates you to bulk up your skills. So at this point, you're trying to work hard, you're trying to stay focused, and you are recognizing all the things that you have to be thankful for. Like you have people in your life who love you, who are genuine, and that makes your life a 10 of cups kind of life. So you're recognizing like your kids or your siblings or your parents or the friends in your life are really there for you and support you. Okay. And then you also have the Empress card. So I really, I get the sense you have this really beautiful energy. In conclusion, it's like you have won because it could have been a big heartbreak. It could have been a really big heartbreak. Your known desire is heartbreak because you're wishing that this con artist energy had been what they were pretending to be. Like you were hoping they would have been the wish fulfillment, right? That you were hoping for. You were hoping they could be a new friend in your life or a long-term connection or something, and you guys would be friends. This person cannot be friends with anyone. And you may have really messed them up by identifying their behavior as toxic and staying in this Empress energy. It's like you're untouchable to this person. You are untouchable to this corrupt king. The Empress is above all the kings and queens. And you have the 10 of cups. So you have a happy family life. You have a happy support system. You have people who need you and appreciate you and all the good energy you give. So this is a really beautiful reading, guys. If this resonates for you, you've overcome a lot. And really what it's saying is like, it's time to move on from this idiot. That's what it's saying. It's literally saying that. It's like this person is gone and in part of you knows it. Okay. If you're watching things that are like, this person's coming back, like, listen, no, they expected a different reaction. This came out. So the King of Wands reversed was expecting that you would chase them. And instead you were like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, sir. They expected something totally different. Okay, so they are impulsive and reckless. Yeah, that's what you were doing. That's what you were dealing with. They were trying you. Okay, like you were minding your own business. You have been there and done that. So I get the sense, guys, that you have wisdom here. You have wisdom. This is just a reminder that you've come a long way and now you can recognize like some people are scammers. They are con artists. They are deceptive with everyone. They're deceptive with everyone. And it's like you've already met characters like this. Maybe they were in your family, and now this person comes along and it's like you were able to clock it immediately. Like, I feel like this is familiar. It's like a different person. You're in a new place in life, but like this person, their energy is familiar. Their energy is off. And you were able to recognize that if you were to give to this person, it would be a disaster. Okay. They wanted to break your home or family. That's what the King of Wands wanted. Okay. They wanted a broken home or family. Okay. You have the 10 of Cups. You have a happy family. They were coming for your Empress energy. Okay? And if you were a guy, guys, like you can be an Empress energy as a guy. It means you're taking care of yourself. It means that you're abundant. It means that you take care of the people in your life. Okay? You might have kids and you're a good parent. This person did not like that. They were like, why don't you just leave all that and come with me? That's what their energy was saying. And you were like, what? You are too woke. So you are too woke in this case. You are like, I can fully see that, like, you're crazy, impulsive and reckless. Impulsive and reckless. Because they're not just messing with you, they're messing with your whole family. You have star quality. You also have some qualities that make you attractive to others. The Empress is incredibly attractive energy. So, like, you're making money, you're smart, you smell good, you look good. The Empress is the entire package, okay, in human form. You could bring life into this world. Like you might, like I said, you might have kids, people who are depending on you, and you're taking care of them. You're responsible. You're guiding others. You have star quality. This King of Wands wants to be like you. That's kind of like the narcissistic way. It's like they think that they have star quality, but they're corrupt. They cause destruction everywhere they go. Okay. You are emotionally stable at this time. Yes, you are. With temperance here, you are emotionally stable. Good job. Good job. Because what you actually want is for this person to somehow prove you wrong and surprise you. And then you wouldn't be emotionally stable because they would be breaking your family anyway. They'd be messing with your life. They would be the justice that had been done here would be would be destroyed. This might have been a depressing situation for everyone involved because this person, the King of Wands, did not get what they wanted. Okay, they did not want they totally expected you to do something differently. They might have thought you were an easy target because you are fair, balanced, and giving. You are very sweet. You are helpful to others. They thought that maybe you were an easy target. So they are like depressed. They are. Let me see, actually. Hang on. Yeah, they're low vibe. Okay, guys. Yeah, low vibe, negative, and also Bluebeard came out. Bluebeard is a character from an old story who he is a failed magician. He is a magician who is like kind of a weird guy who lives by himself, but he has a castle. And he somehow convinces a woman to become his bride, brings her to the castle, and she's thinking she's so lucky she married this wealthy man. And then in the castle, he's like, you can open every door except this one door. Don't open this one door. Well, being what it's kind of a tale about how women have to be curious about things. And then when someone tells you not to look at something, it's like you have to look, right? It's like you have to. It's like if someone doesn't, if someone's hiding their phone all the time and they're like, don't look at my phone. Well, then you're like, what are you hiding? Right. So the wife goes and looks in the room, and what does she find? She finds a room full of dead bodies of his previous wives. So he kills all his wives. That is Bluebeard energy. So this person is extremely reckless, extremely dangerous, even. Okay. And that's that con artist energy. It's like they want to break things apart. They want to break things apart. And you are in Empress energy, you help others. You actually help people. Like anyone who comes across the Empress, it's like you improve the situation. You add stability. You have that star quality where you can guide with actual wisdom. You're stable. You're not thrown off. And this is proof of it because Bluebeard came into your vicinity and tried to trick you, and you were like, no, thank you, sir. Goodbye. Toodaloo. And Bluebeard has tricked many women. That's the thing. In the story, he has many, many, many wives, and he kills every single one of them because he's always asking them to basically not be human. That's the thing. Like Bluebeard is like, yeah, you can live here, but like don't go in this one room. Everyone's gonna ask, like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? The King of Wands is hiding something. And anyone who asks too many questions, he's like, off with your head. You're done. You're out of my life. He'll cut people off with no problem. and then replace that person with someone immediately and break their heart, you know? So you dodged that. You dodged it. It's a big death, and you can come out of hermit mode now because you've realized it. This is like Empress energy again. Okay, the cow is an abundant, giving, gentle, kind, and happy creature. Okay, so having this kind of energy is like Empress energy. You are very sweet and you have good energy. Like you're not low vibrational. You can't relate with this person. Okay, like you make things better. If you are in someone's life, it's like they level up. Okay. They do say, I regret my behavior because you recognized it. That's why they regret it. They do regret it. And also, Gnostic, God is everywhere. So, guys, you are karma for this person. Okay. Whatever they've been doing a lot of damage to people all around them. I have a feeling the King of Wands, they can get away with a lot because they change their job or they move or they create a new dating profile and they get a new picture and then they're able to find new victims. But God is everywhere. And in this case, you brought the karma that they needed. So now they can regret their behavior. These two go together, guys. Now they can regret their behavior because they see, like, oh, this Empress level person doesn't even want me. This Empress level person doesn't even want to talk to me. Like, oh, it's a big blow to their ego. And God saw what they did. They might have hurt someone really bad. I get that sense. Con artists do a lot of damage. People who do romance scams or something like that, they do a lot of damage. But this time they regret it. They really regret it. Other times they were able to jump away and just jump to the next lily pad and jump out of the situation and replace people and do the same cycle over and over again. Yeah, you're too woke for this and you've been there, done that. You are too smart. You might have been dealing with like a narcissist when you were very young. Like you might be familiar with narcissistic energy. So like when you met this person, it was like Queen of Swords, boom. Like you've already been through something. That's why the Queen of Swords is here. Queen of Swords is an experienced woman. She is someone who has been through battle already. So, like things other people don't realize, the Queen of Swords does. The Queen of Swords is like, no, that's a betrayer. That is a betrayer. That person will betray me. I can tell because everything they're saying doesn't make sense. Nothing about them makes sense. They're very presumptuous. They're very boastful, prideful, immature. You can tell, like even though they look nice and they have a castle, they have a nice car, whatever, they seem to have money, there's something wrong with them. Okay. You you got it. You realized it. What does this person want to say? Anything else? Does this person want to say anything to us? What does the person want to say us other than they regret their behavior? They have roots and heritage issues. So this might be something that they're used to. They might come from a background where Bluebeard energy is acceptable. They might have a broken background, so there's something wrong with their roots or heritage. Okay, it's it's like you the thing is guys, it's like anyone can overcome a bad situation. You could have grown up in a really bad like home when you were a kid. You might have had a really rough upbringing, but you became a responsible character who is protective. You don't go out and attack people. This person took the opposite approach and they are hurting people. They are actively going out and hurting and manipulating and taking advantage of others to try to make themselves feel better. You're just being protective, but they're going out and actively hunting for victims. That's a huge difference in coming out of a bad home life or upbringing, right? Like if you come from an alcoholic family or a family where there's been violence or serious emotional and mental mayhem, there's different ways of handling that. And this person handled their upbringing in the most negative way. They took the most negative aspects of their upbringing and they kept on to that. They like hold on to it like it's actually something to be proud of. Preparing. So you may be preparing for like, what are you preparing for? Well, preparing, I have a feeling like there's a few different ways you could be preparing for like this level up in your life. Like, first of all, the Eight of Pentacles is here. So, like, you're learning more skills. And also the Ten of Cups. So, like, you're taking care of your family. You might, the Empress can indicate, and also the Tower being there. It's like maybe you're going to have a surprise in your family and your career. There could be some kind of surprise coming. I know there's a tower for that other person that you're leaving, but you may be preparing for your next move. I don't believe this Bluebeard character is going to come back, but there is a chance they might. Anything else they want to say to us? Anything else they want to say? Okay. Yeah, painful lesson. This was a painful lesson for them. This was a painful one. There was an age gap. So either you're older, I get the sense you might be older than this person because um you have this wisdom about you here. And also monkey came out and the monkey energy goes along with the king of fire, king of wands energy because the monkey is clever and funny in some cases and very mischievous. But then they can also do a lot of damage. Okay, monkeys can be dangerous. First of all, they're intelligent, but they are dangerous. And it's like they can just do damage to anyone around them for no reason. They'll pull your hair out, for no reason and bite you for no reason. But other times they might be cleaning your hair, or something like that. So someone with monkey energy is very unpredictable. And that's what you are dealing with here. You're dealing with someone who might be very young and also mentally young. They might be mentally younger. And then also be careful, risky. If this person does come back, please trust your gut about them. Okay. You kind of want to believe that you were wrong about them. That's what this is saying in your known desire. It's like you wish that you were wrong. You wish that you had been wrong. But then that would be a reversal of justice. You are correct in what you did and what happened here. You are correct by backing away or pulling back your energy or just kind of like being more patient because maybe this person was trying to rush you into something. It is a painful lesson from them and it was necessary. This was necessary for them to experience this karma. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. It seems pretty straightforward. Also, travel came out. You may be traveling or they may be traveling. But I am wishing you all the best. Thanks for coming and listening to this reading. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.